So what is CRM? CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management, or the process of managing interactions with existing and prospective customers. When data for potential and existing customers is collected and stored in the CRM, tracking information across every touch point in a customer's journey, like details shared through emails, forms, engagement with marketing campaigns, interactions with customer support, buying patterns, all of that can help you cater to the needs, build better relationships, and market smarter. Bitrix24 is one of the most popular CRMs on the market. Let's take a closer look at what Bitrix CRM and see what it can offer. So let's start with the layout. In Bitrix, you can use Kanban and list layouts. Kanban will offer you better visualization of everything that is going on in your CRM. You will see the clients that require immediate attention. You'll be able to schedule events and other activities directly from the Kanban view, not opening each customer's card. You'll be able to easily manage all of the workflows and use the interesting feature, which is quick leads and deals. List is the more classic layout, and it also offers you a lot of benefits. Using list mode, you'll customize the types of data you want to see on the page. By clicking on this cogwheel, you'll select the fields to be reflected on the page. And you can see everything is changed. You can do this every time you wanted to. Let's go back to the Kanban view and see what entities Bitrix has to offer. So there are 4 main entities in Bitrix CRM. They are leads, deals, contacts, and companies. So the lead is the CRM object containing information like telephone number, email, website link of a person or company who has the potential to become a customer, that is, to complete a deal. A lead is the beginning of the process, thus the information contained in the lead may come from a business card collected at a conference, the company website, or a phone call coming to the sales department. The main goal of processing leads is to convert them to contacts, company, and deals, if we are speaking about sales. So the second entity is the deal. The deal is the CRM element containing the interaction with the contact or company pertaining to a possible transaction. A contact or a company may have a number of associated deals. So each deal will have the monetary element involved. Contacts and companies in Bitrix contain detailed information about the client and are used when creating deals. They are basically the same, with one difference, that the contact is just the physical person that you have communication with, and the company represents the organization that you work with. Each company can have the contact connected to it. Apart from the general entities, each of the leads and deals have the pipelines. So the pipelines are the way you interact with your customers and the stages of your work with them. Leads can be assigned various statuses which determine how the lead will process through the CRM. Status by status, the lead will be finishing the pipeline and either be removed from the CRM as the unsuccessful or the junk lead, or converted to a contact, company, or a deal. You can add as many lead statuses and deal stages as you want to. You can do it by simply clicking on the little plus, adding the name of that status, selecting the color you prefer, and saving. The statuses can be just as easily removed as added. Let's take a closer look at what the statuses and drop-downs in Bitrix can offer. You can add not only the statuses from the Kanban view by opening the Settings and Statuses and Drop-Downs page. There are some mandatory statuses that cannot be deleted. These are the initial status. You can obviously rename it, but it always will be here. So this is the initial status, which is mandatory, and the final ones. You can have one successful status and a number of unsuccessful ones for better statistics. So you will select the list of reasons why you think the lead isn't successful, and further build the sales reports on that. When it comes to deals, Bitrix offers multiple pipelines. That feature really comes in handy when you have different directions in sales. For example, you sell clothing and books. Each of these sales directions will require different stages and statuses. This feature will also apply when you sell IT products, licenses of any kind. The sales process for the first-time customer will be different from the renewals and upgrade processes. That is why they'll be kept in different pipelines, both for users' convenience and further analytics and reporting. You can also customize each pipeline by going to Settings, Statuses and Dropdowns, and selecting the pipeline you want to edit. Add a bunch of statuses you want to, hit Save, and the changes will be applied for your portal. Everything that you know about the client will be kept in one of the cards of each of the entities. You can customize the layout of the CRM cards according to your needs and preferences. So let's start with the lead and see what we have inside. There is a number of default fields in every entity. They are mainly related to general information about the client, as his name, his position, maybe the name of his company, and the contact details you know about him. So the phone number, like several phone numbers, emails, websites, and other media that you use for communication, like Facebook, like some open chats of Fiverr, Skype, Instagram, maybe live chats on the website, anything that you've connected to your portal. The rest of the statuses can be easily added either from the list of fields or added manually. Bitrix offers text list fields, fields with the dates, addresses, even on Google Maps, different links fields, and obviously the fields for file uploads. Let's select one of the fields. Let it be the list field. You will add the field name and list a bunch of list items. And hit save. Doing that, you will always be able to add multiple fields to match your company's needs. To make the changes applicable to all of the new entries, don't forget to save and apply the changes you've just made for all users. So select the cogwheel and the last item on the list, set common form view for all users. That way, when you are creating a new lead, you will have that new field already added to the list. So let's add some information about the person, maybe some phone numbers, email address, and hit save. So the changes are applied. Now we see that all of the information that we filled out is on the left, under lead information. On the top, we will see the list of statuses that the new lead is in. We can change them directly from the card. On the right-hand side will be all the activities that you had with that person, starting from the initial communication, like emails, SMS, calls, to all of the history of communication with that person. The first option that you have is to send the email to your client. You can do it directly from the lead card. Click on the email, and the regular window with all of the email details will be shown. The email of the recipient will be automatically populated in here. So you just add the subject of the letter, the body, maybe upload some files, and hit send. When the email is just sent, you will see its status, which is just sent. As soon as you opened it, the status will be changed to red. Directly from the lead card, you can send the reply to that email once again. When the client texts you back, his email will be also connected to that activity stream. In that way, all of the communication you have with the client via email will be stored both on your mailbox, your regular mailbox, and in Bitrix. Apart from emails, you can send texts. So if you have the special system connected, maybe Twilio or any SMS provider that you use, you'll just click on the SMS, write a text, and send it directly to your customer. The same applies to the telephony system. If you have it connected to your Bitrix, by clicking on the call, the system will start dialing. Your customer will pick up the phone, you talk with him, and then the recording of your conversation will be also stored under activities. Apart from general communication with that person, you can leave comments to yourself about him. And they will only be visible to you. If there are some important notes or files you want to share with yourself and with your colleagues who work with that customer as well, you can always pin that comment. It will always be at the top of the page and you will never lose it. You can also schedule meetings with that person by selecting the event date and time. Let it be duration of the meeting, maybe the location if you have several of them, and by adding some description, setting the reminders, you save, and the event is automatically added to your calendar. You can also schedule tasks to your colleagues connected to the client. For example, you can prepare some documents for the person. You select the responsible person for the task, some deadlines, some reminders, hit save, and the created task will also be on your planned activities. As soon as you are done with it, you can either close the task from the task itself, or hit this little checkbox and the task will be closed automatically. If you are done with your meeting, you can also close it by clicking the little checkbox, and you will not have the reminders about that meeting. So you communicate with the person, have meetings with him, and reach some agreement. When you do so, you just complete the lid and mark it as successful, which is you generate the deal or a contact, maybe a deal in a company or any option from the list. I will do the deal and contact. I will choose the pipeline the deal belongs to and hit save. Now that the deal is created, I see the same communication that I have with him as the lead. The new contact is connected. And what I can do here is I can add some products. So if I have the product catalog uploaded to my Bitrix, I can select the product from the list. So let's say I have the dress I want to purchase or I want to add to the customer details and a bunch of t-shirts. I add them. The system automatically calculates the totals. I save it, and the value of this deal is automatically changed, as you can see in here. I can generate quotes and invoices based on the number of products I added to my deal. I can use the default features. So click on the quote, new quote, and the system will automatically pull all the data about the person and the product he offered. I can make a document out of it, and then generate the invoice when the quote is accepted. So add a lot of information that I may need. This is also fully custom. On the bottom there will be the same products. I'll click continue. And the quote and the invoice will be generated. Everything that I offered to the client will be kept under the deal and the contact it belongs to. So if I added the products to the deal, I will also be able to edit them, add some new ones, maybe add discounts and taxes. The quotes and invoices I've made will also be reflected in here. All the history of changes that were made to this particular CRM entity will also be visible. So if someone edits anything in your deal, lead, contact, or company, you'll always be able to see who was it and what were the changes. Bitrix also offers the automations for leads and deals. Let's take a closer look at what it can offer. By clicking on the automation rules, the page will be opened. Here you can see the automations that were created for each specific status of your lead and deal pipelines. Select the configure automation rules and add new ones or edit the existing ones. So let's add the automation for the employee on the status of the follow-up. Let it be the notification to be run in 5 days with the message to be the follow-up on the client. The recipient will be the responsible person. Hit save. And on the status follow-up, the notification will be sent immediately for every lead. After 5 days, it was put on the status follow-up. Not only you can add the notifications, you can add really many other automations, both for the employee and client communications. So the tasks can be automatically scheduled, the texts can be sent, the meetings can be scheduled as well as the calls. The card itself can be edited automatically. Some resources can be booked for the meetings or the order the client made. And all other activities you can see in here can also be applied. When it comes to client communications, you can send emails, texts, make robocalls, and send texts via open channels, which are the Skype, Telegram, Facebook, so any media you've connected to your Bitrix account. Let's take a closer look at the email option. Not only we can send the notification to the responsible person to follow up on the client, we can make the system do it automatically without any intervenience of the responsible. So let's say in 5 days, after the previous automation rule, that email will be sent. So you add the subject, the body, you can make it like HTML, so with all of the pictures, buttons, callbacks, forms and stuff. You can attach different documents for the follow-ups, maybe some birthday cards. Hit save, and on the status follow-up, that email will be sent automatically to all of your clients in this status. The options of automations are numerous, and you can find more about them in that automation blog. So Bitrix CRM has a lot of offers, and we'll be happy to dive deeply into that with you in our next training sessions.